Have you ever wondered if there's more to reality than what we can see, touch, and measure? What if the very fabric of our existence is woven with threads of consciousness, connecting us all in ways we're only beginning to understand? Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating intersection of spirituality and quantum consciousness, exploring how ancient wisdom and cutting-edge science are converging to reveal profound truths about ourselves and the universe. The quest to understand the nature of reality and our place within it is as old as humanity itself. For millennia, philosophers, mystics, and spiritual teachers have pointed towards a deeper, more interconnected reality beyond the realm of our everyday senses. From the ancient Hindu concept of Brahman, the ultimate reality underlying all phenomena, to the Buddhist notion of emptiness, emphasizing the interconnectedness and impermanence of all things, spiritual traditions have consistently suggested that our individual consciousness is not separate from the larger cosmic consciousness. Consider the teachings of the Hermetic tradition, attributed to the legendary figure of Hermes Trismegistus. These teachings, which predate even the ancient Greeks, emphasize the principle of mentalism, stating that the all is mind, the universe is mental. This suggests that the entire universe is a manifestation of a universal consciousness. Similarly, the concept of the Akashic records, found in various spiritual traditions, posits a universal record of all events, thoughts, and emotions that have ever occurred, implying a collective consciousness that transcends time and space. Key figures throughout history have echoed these sentiments. Thinkers like Carl Jung, with his concept of the collective unconscious, proposed that all humans share a universal reservoir of experiences and archetypes. Philosophers like Baruch Spinoza argued for a pantheistic view of God, identifying God with the totality of existence, suggesting that everything is part of a single, unified substance. More recently, figures like Deepak Chopra have popularized the idea that consciousness is fundamental to reality, drawing parallels between ancient wisdom and modern physics. Now, let's turn our attention to the realm of quantum physics, a field that has revolutionized our understanding of the universe at its most fundamental level. Quantum mechanics, developed in the early 20th century, describes the behavior of matter and energy at the atomic and subatomic levels. One of the most startling discoveries of quantum physics is the concept of superposition, which states that a particle can exist in multiple states simultaneously until it is observed. This challenges our classical understanding of reality, where objects have definite properties regardless of whether they are observed or not. Another key concept is quantum entanglement, where two or more particles become linked in such a way that they share the same fate, no matter how far apart they are. If you measure the state of one particle, you instantly know the state of the other, even if they are light years away. Einstein famously called this spooky action at a distance, because it seemed to violate the principle that nothing can travel faster than light. However, numerous experiments have confirmed the reality of quantum entanglement, suggesting a deep interconnectedness that transcends space and time. The connection between quantum physics and consciousness is a topic of intense debate and speculation. One perspective, often referred to as the observer effect, suggests that the act of observation plays a crucial role in determining the outcome of quantum events. In the famous double-slit experiment, for example, electrons behave as waves when they are not observed, but as particles when they are observed. This raises the question of whether consciousness itself might be influencing the behavior of quantum systems. However, it's important to note that the observer effect is not necessarily evidence of consciousness directly influencing quantum phenomena. Some scientists argue that the observer, in this context, simply refers to any interaction with the measuring apparatus, not necessarily a conscious observer. Nevertheless, the observer effect has sparked considerable interest and debate about the role of consciousness in shaping reality. Another perspective explores the idea that consciousness might arise from quantum processes within the brain. The Penrose-Hameroff OR theory, for example, proposes that quantum computations occur within microtubules, tiny structures inside brain neurons. They suggest that these quantum processes give rise to consciousness, and that consciousness is not simply a byproduct of classical brain activity. While this theory is controversial and lacks direct experimental evidence, it highlights the possibility that quantum mechanics may play a fundamental role in the emergence of consciousness. To illustrate the potential impact of these ideas on personal transformation, consider the story of Sarah, a successful businesswoman who felt disconnected from her true self. She was driven by ambition and material success, but deep down, she felt empty and unfulfilled. Through exploring the principles of quantum consciousness, she began to realize that her thoughts and beliefs were shaping her reality. She started practicing mindfulness and meditation, focusing on cultivating positive thoughts and emotions. Over time, she noticed a shift in her life. Opportunities began to arise that aligned with her values, and she felt a greater sense of purpose and connection. Sarah's story highlights how understanding the interconnectedness of all things can lead to profound personal transformation. Or consider the experience of David, a software engineer who struggled with anxiety and self-doubt. He constantly worried about the future and compared himself to others. Through studying quantum physics, he learned about the concept of potentiality, the idea that the future is not fixed but rather a field of possibilities. He realized that his thoughts and beliefs were influencing which possibilities manifested in his life. He began to consciously choose thoughts that empowered him and focused on gratitude for the present moment. Gradually, his anxiety subsided, and he developed a greater sense of self-confidence and resilience. David's journey demonstrates how embracing the principles of quantum consciousness can help us overcome limiting beliefs and create a more fulfilling life. It's important to acknowledge that the connection between quantum physics and consciousness is still largely speculative. There is no definitive scientific proof that consciousness directly influences quantum phenomena, or that quantum mechanics is the sole basis of consciousness. However, the convergence of these two fields offers tantalizing possibilities and raises profound questions about the nature of reality. One evidence-based theory gaining traction is the Integrated Information Theory (IIT) of consciousness. IIT proposes that consciousness is intrinsic to any system that has a high degree of integrated information, meaning that the system is both highly differentiated and highly integrated. While IIT doesn't explicitly rely on quantum mechanics, it provides a framework for understanding consciousness in terms of information processing, which could potentially be linked to quantum processes in the brain. Recent scientific discoveries are also shedding light on the neural correlates of consciousness, the specific brain activity associated with conscious experience. Studies using neuroimaging techniques like fMRI and EEG have identified certain brain regions and neural networks that are consistently activated during conscious awareness. While these studies don't directly address the quantum aspects of consciousness, they provide valuable insights into the neural mechanisms underlying conscious experience. Despite these advancements, there are significant limitations to our current knowledge. We still don't have a complete understanding of how consciousness arises from the brain, or how it interacts with the physical world. The nature of quantum mechanics itself remains mysterious, with ongoing debates about its interpretation and implications. Furthermore, it's crucial to avoid oversimplifying or misinterpreting scientific findings to fit pre-existing spiritual beliefs. A balanced and critical approach is essential when exploring the intersection of science and spirituality. The ideas we've discussed today are not just abstract concepts. They have significant implications for our lives and our world. The understanding that we are all interconnected can foster greater compassion, empathy, and a sense of responsibility towards others in the planet. Embracing the power of our thoughts and beliefs can empower us to create positive change in our lives and in the world around us. The increasing awareness of these concepts is also influencing technology. Researchers are exploring the possibility of creating quantum computers, which could potentially solve problems that are impossible for classical computers. Some scientists are even investigating the potential for creating artificial consciousness, raising profound ethical and philosophical questions about the nature of intelligence and sentience. Emerging trends in areas like virtual reality and augmented reality are also blurring the lines between the physical and digital worlds, creating new opportunities for exploring consciousness and expanding our perception of reality. As technology continues to advance, it's crucial to consider the ethical and societal implications of these developments, ensuring that they are used to enhance human well-being and promote a more just and sustainable world. As we conclude our exploration of spirituality and quantum consciousness, let's reflect on the profound implications of these ideas. What if the universe is indeed a vast, interconnected web of consciousness? What if our thoughts and beliefs have the power to shape our reality? How would our lives change if we truly embrace the interconnectedness of all things? These are questions that each of us must answer for ourselves. The journey of exploring consciousness is a personal one, and there is no single right answer. But by combining the wisdom of ancient traditions with the insights of modern science, we can gain a deeper understanding of ourselves, our world, and our place within the grand tapestry of existence. Thank you for joining me on this exploration. If you found this video thought-provoking, please give it a like and share it with your friends. And if you're interested in learning more about spirituality, quantum physics, and the nature of consciousness, be sure to subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Also, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What are your experiences with the intersection of science and spirituality? What questions do you still have about consciousness and the universe? I'd love to hear your perspectives,